Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. I saw a headline and I thought to myself, smart move on the congressional side for actually talking to somebody who has the boots on the ground where the impact takes place with regard to veterans benefits. And what am I talking about? Well, the headline here pretty much says it. The director of a local veterans commission testifies on ways to improve disability claims process. So I'm curious. We'll see what they say. Look, you're not going to get everything that the conversation had, right? But this is from it looks like a local news station here, wherever this took place, which looks like it's, well, I still don't even really know what state it's in. Welcome to my state, right? So the state of confusion. Here we go. All right. So with that, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. Stan is out gallivanting. I don't know where. I mean, he's somewhere nearby-ish, but I haven't heard him. So that's it's soothing in a weird way. So let's jump into this, and I'm gonna screw it up. Trumbull County, I think. Trumbull County Veterans Service Commission Director Herm Breuer, I don't know, Breuer, is providing federal lawmakers ideas on ways to improve the disability claim process for veterans. Good. I'm curious here what sort of conversations are happening, and is this a group that he's speaking to, or is it just the local congressional member? So I'm excited here to find out more. So he testified during, perfect. So here we go. He testified during a House subcommittee hearing on disability assistance and memorial affairs oversight on Wednesday morning. Wonderful. The hearing focused on the shortcomings of the Veterans Affairs National Work Queue, which is the Veterans Benefits Claims Management System. So VBMS is what that everybody calls it, right? So VBMS. If you ever hear that, that's what they're talking about, the Veterans Benefits Management System. So moving on, Brewer, I'm screwing it up, I know, told the committee the NWQ is an improvement from how it was done previously, but there's still room for improvement. Fostering a collaborative relationship between VA and veteran advocates will further advance efficiency and effectiveness of the claims process, minimizing delays and ensuring that veterans receive the benefits that they deserve in the timeliest manner possible, he said. He also serves as National Policy Director for the National Association of County Veteran Service Officers. So that's outstanding. And I'm curious here to understand more deeply how the subcommittee is really taking on advice from either at the state level, directors of commissions, or people on committees, or veteran service officers, directors of county veteran service offices, that type of stuff. I would love to see it from a vision perspective for the VA. So let's say, just to kind of have like a map overlay. So the VA's system, at least on the medical side, has VISNs, is what it is. VISN, I believe. I think there's about 50, there's somewhere between 15 to 20. And so if you took a map overlay of the medical VISN, VISN, kind of like districts, of the VA's medical component, and laid that out, then took maybe two veteran service directors at whatever level, state or county, two from each one of those areas, now you have 40 people, we'll just say. If it's, at the most, you're going to have between 30 to 40 people who could essentially be a working group with the VA and with Congress to really figure out how the rubber meets the road. Every single area is different, and each one has its own hosts of issues and so forth, and good things. And here's the thing: if something's happening good in one area, that could be voiced so other areas could then learn from that, if that makes sense, right? So let's say that the area for Florida and South Georgia, right? Let's say that they're really screwing something up in one spot, right? From the VSO perspective to the VA, making that marriage happen for veterans, right? But in Arizona, New Mexico, right, they are just killing it in that aspect for that specific thing, whatever it is, right, with regard to the connection of benefits. Well, now we can implement that in Florida, and then vice versa. If there's something great that's happening in Florida and it's slacking in Arizona, New Mexico, well, then you can then, again, learn from there to take it over that way. So, I mean, I'm sure there's metrics out there or KPIs like key performance indices that can be, looked at and tracked, and the time frames that it takes to get a claim using the regional operation centers or what have you. But in any case, there needs to be more stuff like this, conversations with the local community with regard to connecting veterans to the actual benefits, because quite often it's not the veteran working directly with the VA or walking into a VA facility in order to file for any sort of benefits or anything like that. They're typically going to either go through a veteran service organization or a veteran service officer that's provided by the county or the state, some sort of an accredited body. And in some cases, they'll go to a for-profit organization for assistance, in which then they do file by themselves, ideally, through the online portal, essentially, for claims with the VA. But to me, I think that, look, there's a lot that can be done. There's a lot of work in order to really lift the veil on the issues with the VA. I would personally say that one of the biggest issues with connecting veterans with benefits is the lack of awareness of what people even qualify for, that they even rate to do this. Hence the low number of veterans that actually are accessing benefits, being less than 30% or so of all veterans have a disability rated with the VA. So I think that is partly due to severe underfunding with regard to state and county provided veteran service offices where they can help the veterans access the benefits. So, I think that you got to swim upstream on a lot of this stuff, and that would really help to alleviate some of the problems up front with the awareness aspect. Then you need it to be able to flow smoothly through the VA's system, which is what they're talking about in this. So anyway, I know I rambled a bit, but I did want to kind of just give some thoughts. All right, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.